What's going on YouTube? So today we're going to be doing a collection tour of my carnivorous plants, and I'm going to give you a brief information on maybe their locality if I'm familiar with it. So yeah, let's go. So this is my main collection. I got a couple of carnivorous plants in the windowsill, but for now we're going to go through all of them right here. I also keep them beside some of my tarantulas, but we're here for the carnivorous plants. So yeah, let's begin. So right here, we're going to first begin with a Pinguiculus. So this one is a Pinguicula Collection. This is what it's supposed to look like, and I think this coincidence is like a hybrid of two Pinguiculas, and I'm not too familiar with it yet, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Next up is our Pinguicula Florian. This one is also a hybrid, and it looks like an LRC. Looks like more of like a flower, like a flower rosette, and did like leaf pullings of it too. So, well, all of my Pinguiculas, I did like leaf pullings on them, so like I could propagate them more. Next up is our Droseric pensis. This one wasn't looking very well when I first got it. It was like in a bad situation, but somehow it rebounded, so which is a good sign. So Droseric pensis is a sundew plant. They have like these sticky dews on top of its leaves, and it's small micro like tentacles, I guess, that they attach on their modified leaf, and they secrete like dew saps, so this attract like prey and stuff. Next up, we have our Pinguicula morensis variation caudata species Guatemala, I guess. I don't know if I said that right, but it really got like a weird green velvety color to it, so which is good. And I just like that it has like a melon color, I guess. Would that make sense? And this one's about to form a flower stalk right there in the middle, so you guys can see. And which is a good sign, because right now it's like winter time in Michigan, so I'm hoping get like a couple of cross pollinations with a couple of my Pinguiculas. So next up is our Utricularia. I don't know if I said that right, but it's basically like a bladderwort, and they're basically like moss in the carnivorous world. They reproduce like really fast, and they spread like moss. So, and then let me get a better view. This one's like Sandersoni. It's from South Africa, and from what I know, they like it kind of like humid and dry, but also they like to be submerged and wet. I gotta double check that, but that's from what I know so far. And so bladderworts have like this small pockets of like sacs, and then if it triggers, it eats like a very microorganisms. Like I don't know what else I could feed it, but it's like super microorganism stuff, like springtails, if you guys know that. But yeah, I had them in a couple of my carnivorous plants. I'll go through that later. But yeah, that's the bladderwort that I have. Next up is Pinguicula LRC. Right now it looks ugly, but because I did leaf pullings on it, but it's like a rosette of flowers, and it got like a sharp pointy edges on each flower or petal, I guess, and it's looking really nice. All right, next one is I'm gonna butcher it again. pirouette. Right now I kind of messed it up, but like the leaf was dying on the side, so but it'll grow back. Got like a nice pink variation to it. I mean, it's got like a light pink compared to Pinguicula Collection, and it's got like a hue of pink to it. And maybe I'm not giving it enough light, but the sun would be a better choice for it. But for now, it's doing great. It's slowly putting out more petals compared to the other ones. And next up is Pinguicula Raspberry Blonde. Right here, very small, very small, and because like the other petals were like decaying at the time when it arrived on my house, so I had to like pluck them out. And right now it's slowly acclimating and putting out more petals and buds to it, so hoping I grow it to a decent amount size. Next up is my beautiful very first carnivorous plant. It's my Pinguicula Primoliflora. Right now it's starting to bloom. As you can see, it's putting out like a flower stalk right there, and I'm quite excited for it. I mean, I might try and cross-pollinate it, but I don't think it will work with other Mexican Pinguiculas, because this one's like native to North America or South America. It's either one of those two. And hopefully I can, because I have my Pinguicula Guatemala. They're both like blooming flower stalks right now, so I'm gonna try and cross-pollinate them in the future, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, okay, we're gonna move these to the side and do them in a bit. This is also my mister from Walmart. I really like it, it's really cute. Still have to put a date to it, but these are my leaf pullings for my Pinguiculas. And it's kind of moisty to it. These are my leaf pullings of all my Pinguiculas. It'd be nice if you can like label it, but I basically know what they are. Except for the 3 ones that I have that are labeled, because I can't differentiate sometimes, but these are my leaf pullings. As you can see, this is my Pinguicula Primoliflora, putting out some small ones, and then that's the Pinguicula Pirouette, and that's the Raspberry Blonde. This is the Guatemala. This is the Pinguicula Florian, and then the next to it is Pinguicula Coensis, and that's the LRC. But yeah, those are what I have propagated or leaf pullings at the moment. So I'm probably gonna label it again because it got erased. Started this propagation around a week ago, and I just keep it on the bed of sphagnum moss and keep it kind of humid. But usually I like to wipe this down with the condensation happening, so they could get light straightly direct to them. But yeah. Alright, next up is the big ones that I have in my collection. This one is Nepenthes hookeriana. I think I said it right. Nepenthes hookeriana green form. I think it's mixed with Rafflesia or something. I can't pronounce it right, but it's Nepenthes Rafflesia and then hookeriana. It's like a hybrid of a pitcher plant. As you can see, it looks like a fruit. It looks really cute. And so when I received it initially, I added like water to the pitcher just so it doesn't dry up and so that it doesn't like rot on me. And Nepenthes are like basically like tropical pitcher plants, usually found in Asia, somewhere in Asia. So it's like really cute. And then there's like another picture here. This one's like closed at the moment, so look at that. Yeah, it's still closed, but I might not add water, but I might, depending on the situation. So the media or soil I use for the Nepenthes are basically the same thing with my Pinguiculas in the moment. I just use sphagnum moss and perlite. Like that's basically most of what I use for my soiling media, unless they require something different, because it's also winter here, so I try not to get it like super soggy, and I just water them at the right amount. But yeah, let's move on to my Cephalotus. This is the one I got from Curious Plant, and as you can see in my previous video, it's not doing good. Well, the first few days it wasn't doing good because it was acclimating to my room temperature. That's why I had like a cup here with water in it to increase the humidity. So as you can see, I cut like the old pitchers that are like decaying because I don't want it to like spread. But right now it's like stabilizing. As you can see, there's like pitchers opening, the small ones, and I'm glad I got the chance to salvage one of them, like one of the big pitchers. But the small ones are thriving now, so they're getting that reddish color of a regular pitcher plant. And I'm not gonna lie, they're like my favorite now that I learned more about them. They're native to like the southern part of Australia. It's like near a beach. So with the soil I have them in is basically, I just put sphagnum moss on top so it gets like a weird moisture. But their media is, I use peat moss, sand, and perlite. So basically I did like 50% sand, 25% peat, and 25% perlite. So yeah, because they need like a good drainage, and they are prone to like root rot when you water them. Some people water them with tray method. I do like overhead. And when I first got them, I added like water to the pitchers so they won't like rot on me. Well, some of them I didn't, and that was my mistake, but now I'm learning. So yeah. And the next one is, oh, I forgot, this is like a typical Cephalotus, Follicularis, so the most common type you'll see. But this one is called Cephalotus Brewer's Giant Cultivar, and it's like a registered cultivar, and they grow a little bit bigger than your typical Cephalotus. Look at that lighting, that light color to it. It's really cute. So hopefully it gets more redder. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like really, really beautiful. And so like a tropical pitcher plant, they have like the same thing as like a pitcher plant. They will have like liquids inside of the pitcher itself, and they attract prey. And as you can see, the lid, it kind of like looks very alluring to the prey, and they just fall into the pitcher and then they get digested by it. So yeah, not all pitchers live forever, so try to keep them as long as possible. So but yeah, and then you also got like moss on the side, and you know, look at those cute pitchers. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. So yeah, I mean, this is not a carnivorous plant, but I got my Pothos here. Yeah, just keeping a Pothos here. Looks very cute. Keep it in all of my exotic pets terrarium. Also, I got like a moss. I'm making like moss, so I can put it in all of my carnivorous plants pots and spread them evenly. Also, if you guys are asking, I have like T5 Barrina lights that are like snaked around the frames of my stand for these plants, and then I have one here on the bottom too. So I have 3 here, and then I also have like 2 Zoo-med lights that are like for growing plants. But yeah, that's one of my main collections here. So next up is, these are the plants. These are my Venus Flytrap plants, cultivars, that were in the windowsill. So right now it's like winter in Michigan, so they're not gonna look like the very prettiest. But as soon as like summer hits, they're gonna bloom even more traps. But for now, they're just gonna they're gonna look like they're dying, and it's pretty normal, especially in winter dormancy. It usually happens a lot. So just because of the photo periods and they're not getting enough sunlight, so what they do is like they go into a dormancy state and they conserve their energy. But yeah, so very first cultivar of our Venus flytrap is the Crimson Sawtooth. I got this from Killer Plant Company. I think they renamed theirs now, so it's something else. But you can see like it got that reddish color like a Ryu Dragon cultivar. And so this is the main mother plant. And I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 out of this mother plant here. And they produce like a decent sized traps, especially in summer. I think it would be a little bit bigger than this one right here. Like a little bit bigger than this one. So right now, even if you put bugs in it, they won't eat it because they're basically like sleeping in like hibernation for them. And then next one up is the Venus flytrap Big Mouth. So far I have like 2 cultivars of this. You see how it's like reaching down? It was like reaching out for the light. And or you see how like it's like floppy right now, and you know it's winter dormancy. They're not the prettiest. So I have like 2 cultivars, like one here, and then this one's like the mother plant. So I tried to separate them through division. But yeah, in the summertime they'll bloom again. They just look ugly. You'll just see like a lot of rot like this. I try to cut it out, and so it doesn't promote like fungus or any mildew that might attract and eat, you know, their stem or stalk. But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, there's to it in Venus flytrap. And then tray method when watering them. And there's like holes in the pots, so it kind of seeps through their pots. But yeah. Also, I got another Guatemala Pinguicula. And it's just like a small one. I keep this one in the windowsill. I'm doing like an experiment. Like 1 in the windowsill and then 1 in the grow light. But yeah, since I have like 2 from Rainbow Carnivorous. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just comment down in the comment section down below and I'll try to answer it. But yeah, I'm trying to grow my carnivorous plant collection. So far this is what I have, and I'm quite proud to say that these are very interesting like creatures, you know, and they're very fascinating and I want to know more about them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.